talk. This is Young D. Do you have J2W on board? Roger that. He's on board. Put him on.
What's up? It's your boy J2W.
And your boy Young Deac.
What does your name stand for?
The J stand for Jonathan out of J2W, and the two W's in my name, Wesley Walford.
Young Deac stands for, it's just short for Young Deacon. And back when we was growing up in the church, it was so many young people in the church, especially young men, that they couldn't remember all our names sometimes, and so they would call us Young Deac. And so Young Deac is just short for Young Deacon.
Where y'all from?
I'm from El Dorado, Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm representing the Pound as well, El Dorado, Arkansas.
How long y'all been Christian rappers?
I've been a Christian rapper going on 19 years this year of August.
Yeah, and I've been at it going on 18 years, and I always remember how long I've been doing it because of how long he's been doing it. He's been doing it 19. I've been doing it a year behind him, so that makes 18 for myself.
Who are some of your influences in Christian hip hop?
Some of my influences is Sean Slaughter, T-Bone, Trip Lee, K Drummer, big hero of mine. Lil I Rock, Cross Movement, and everybody out there who put it down for the Lord.
You know, that's really a difficult question, you know, because so many of them out there that influence me. But the first one that comes to mind is The Truth, Lecrae, Bizzle, you know, the whole Reach Records, and so Ken Jones. And so there's a whole list of them that have influenced me down through the years.
Who would you like to work with in the Christian hip hop?
I would like to work with T-Bone, Lecrae. I would like to work again with K-Drama, Fro. Just, you know, different independent artists who really out there putting it down for Christ.
Yeah, some of the same ones that he named, my boy, Brother Tone out of Camden.
Oh yeah, Brother Tone.
Yeah, Ron Daniels out of Little Rock. You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, we gonna work together soon, you know, so y'all be waiting on that. And so, you know, as I said, some of the ones that J2 had named, and man, really, anyone of them out there that's just, you know, out there representing for the Lord and want to work with us, you know, and continue to spread the gospel through rap.
Where do you see Christian rap in Arkansas in 20 years?
Man, that's a hard one. It's kind of hard to tell, man. I mean, I'm hoping that it will be more bigger than what it is now, because this really is a quartet state.
Yeah.
So 20 years, I'm hoping that it's more Christian rappers, depending on, you know, how people continue to use rap. You know, you have some people who get in there, they want to, you know, cuss and all like that. So then some churches kind of cut it off, you know. But I'm hoping in 20 years, I think it'll be more Christian rappers and hopefully, you know, putting it down for Christ in Arkansas.
I believe there'll be more Christian rappers coming behind us. You know, me and J2 will, I believe, laid a great foundation, not only ourselves, there's some other rappers around D West, you know, around the local area that have laid a good foundation. And so you just never know what God has in store. You know, you just have to work the battlefield, so to speak, that you have been called to work. And I believe God, he's going to expand it and make the Christian rap around this area greater.
Where is your dream place to rap?
My dream place is the Apollo in New York. I think that's Harlem. That's my dream place.
Oh, I've never thought about it. You know, I just, you know, be ready to go wherever. But if I had to have a dream place, I would say maybe somewhere in LA. You know, maybe the Staples Center, if they had a big gospel concert in there, but I would say somewhere in LA.
Tell us about your radio show on Magic 104.5.
Well, the radio show, the Church Boy show we came up with was when 2020, I believe the end of the year of 2020, and our first artist on it was Mr. Deac. He's a Christian national recording artist, rapper, and so it just went up from there. We also do local, Christian artists and just not rap. It started off intended for Christian hip hop. But, we seen other people in other areas who were singing and everything. So it's like, we know how it is for us Christian artists. We don't have a lot of promotion, so we decided to put singers in it as well. So we that's the one reason why we started the show, to help promote the gospel. You might not like J2W and Young Deac music. Well, maybe you like Tony Tillman music. Maybe you like Mr. Deac music. Maybe you like, who else we have? One Chance. K-drama, so that's one of the reasons we want to put it out there for the young people to know it's other music out there besides secular rap, and it's like, again, as Christian hip hoppers, we don't have that promotion, so that's why we do it. And we spend our own money too. We drive 30 miles from here to Camden, just to get on radio. We pay for the airtime and all that, because we believe what we're doing, is having an impact on our young people here in Arkansas and around the world.
Yeah, I agree with everything that he said.
How many songs have you recorded over the years?
I would say over 50. Over 50. What'd you say, about over 50?
Yeah, it's over 50. And that's a lot, that's a lot of songs to have to remember, a lot of money spent, 50 songs. So God has blessed us to be able to record over 50 songs down through the years. Yeah, probably more than that. Some of the tracks have gotten lost, so probably more than that.
J2W, what was it like to rap on the Bobby Jones show and Ernie Miles show?
What was it like? It was a blessing, man. I mean, the Bobby Jones show, one thing about it, my mom used to tell me when I first got into the ministry, she was like, you know what, you're going to be on the Bobby Jones show. So I'm thinking like, no, not me. I'm just a country boy. I don't have much money, not knowing my God do big things for little people. He got the connections. So next thing I know, I was talking with one of my spiritual sisters in Arkansas who had been on the show before. And so she got me connected with the Bobby Jones show, and it was just a blessing. It was a dream come true. And with the Ernie Miles show, it was a dream come true as well, because back then, and still to this day, you don't get much TV airtime as Christian hip hop artists. So both of them was a dream come true, to do and everything. So.
Young Deac.
Yes, sir.
What is it like to rap on the Ernie Miles show in your first solo CD release?
Oh, man. Oh, as J2 said, man, as being Christian rappers, we don't get the opportunity to be able to be on TV like that. And I remember my first song that I rapped on there was Ghetto Dreams. And man, I was nervous, man, because like this on TV, I can't mess up. And I mean, even though they gave us, several times to get it right, but I believe we had got it in one take. And it was just nerve-wracking, like, man, I don't want to mess up. And the second question was my album release. Well, my first and only album, solo album, All in the Influence of the Word, man, it was a long time coming, for me. I mean, I remember writing the songs and being in my room, going to sleep, and J2 having to wake me up, not because, that I was getting bored or anything, but, I was working. I got a full-time job, and, man, that's my baby, Under the Influence of the Word, So if y'all don't have it out there, go out there and get it, Under the Influence of the Word.
How does it feel to be in 2 national magazines?
Man, it feels great. We first, I believe it was, look, I don't want to lie, I don't remember the year now. It's been so long.
Yeah, it has been a minute.
All I know, I was so happy we had a release, was it like a party or something like that at Victory Church I was going to at that time. And the people came out for us and bought magazines, and it was a great thing, man. I was just amazed at God what He can do for us. So to be in 2 national magazines, it was amazing. It was a dream come true.
And then to see some of your favorite artists in there with you, it was like, man, you know, I remember The Truth and some other artists being a part or in a magazine, and so just to, you know, be in there with them, you know, it was a big deal for us. It was a big deal.
As a matter of fact, the issue that we was in, the Truth was on the front cover.
Yeah.
And The Truth is one of the well-known, most Christian hip-hop artists in the world.
National.
You know, he's national, worldwide. He done performed in Africa for queens and different people. I mean, he's out there. So to have him on the front cover, and we just be some young, you know, little country boys, it's like, it was a big deal, you know what I'm saying, to see him, you know, on the front cover and other artists in that magazine. It was amazing. It was amazing.
What was the 2 magazines?
The 2 magazines was Rep the King and Gospel USA.
Gospel USA, yeah.
What new music y'all have out?
Well, right now we got He's on Fire.
Yeah.
That's our new single. We got an album coming, hopefully next year or this year. We still working on it. So, but the new single is He's on Fire, featuring Triumph.
And anybody who knows anything about the game, NBA Jam back in the day, that's where the beat, the inspiration is coming from. He's on Fire. So, you know, when you hear the song, when you download the song, which I know y'all gonna go out there and do, think about the old game back in the day on Sega. Well, I believe Super Nintendo, NBA Jam, called He's on Fire, and I think y'all be blessed by the song.
Where can people get your music?
You can check us out on
Spotify.
Amazon, Spotify,
iTunes.
on all digital platforms. We on all that, you
That's
know,
right.
Apple, you know. So make sure y'all download that music.
Reverb Nation, you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to those who want to become a Christian rapper?
You want to answer that one first?
I would say, first of all, know that the gift you've been given is from God, and that you are a servant to the people, meaning the Bible says stir up your gift, so you want to become excellent and great at what you do. You want to be the best, you know, give your best representation of God through your gift, and make sure that He's glorified, you know, not yourself, you know, not anybody else, but long as God is getting the glory, you know, you're headed in the right path. And always be active in your church. You know, it's just not about, you know, rapping. It's about, like I said, being active in Sunday school, Bible study, Sunday service, you know, and getting that word in your system, and becoming more stronger and mature as a Christian, and letting it reflect in your music.
I gotta agree with Young D. You know, make sure you're active in your church first, because this is not. I was telling a young man last night, you know, like before a lot of churches invited us here in South Arkansas and Arkansas in to rap, a lot of them were looking at our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, make sure you're active in church, because like I tell people, we're Christian rappers, but you gotta get what I'm saying. We're Christians first, then
That's
we're
right.
rappers. You know, it's like. He's an assistant pastor, you know, I'm the youth minister at my church, you know, and so like the church will help keep you grounded. And, you know, make sure you're active in your church first, you know, you're following your pastor, and, you know, stay rooted in His Word.
That's right.
What made y'all become Christian rappers?
I would say my mom, she would always tell us growing up, whatever you plan on doing, and this before we even got serious about the church, whatever you do, do it for the Lord. And so when we got serious about our relationship with Christ, we wanted to, rapping was one of the things that we were good at, we knew that we could do. And so, you know, that was our way of spreading the gospel, you know, was through rap. So, you know, our parents, our mother and father had a lot to do with us, you know, using our gift to get the gospel to the world.
And another thing, when I first started off, I was a secular rapper. I used to do cassette tapes back in Haganil, when I was a teenager, and me and my cousin. And so I started off secular, but the Lord, I didn't know this, but I was praying every night when I was out in Houston living with my dad and everything. And so didn't know that when you pray, you're working on your heart. God is working on your heart. You invite him to come in, and I didn't know that. When I was out there, I wanted to see the club scenes, I wanted to get in all that, but it's like, before I know it, I called my mama, and I was going through a depression back then. So I'm thinking it just maybe part of it. I said, Mama, something wrong with it. I don't feel right. She said, well, what's wrong? I said, well, I don't really want to go to the club or nothing like that. I really don't want to be part of that street life anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just the mindset and just, she said, ain't nothing wrong with you. That ain't nothing but the Holy Spirit. So I'm like, oh, man, wait a minute. I'm only 18, like.
That's right.
I mean, I was planning on maybe when I was 35 or somewhere along up in there, not knowing you might not get that far, but, and so, I gave my life to the Lord, while I was up in Houston, and my first performance, concert was, well, I ain't gonna say concert, I said performance was at my cousin Grace's reception in there, and I was so nervous, man. I mean, I was... My uncle told me at the last minute, he gonna give me for this, but he told me, he said, I'm gonna tell you, he said, half of this crowd Christian, the other half, he's, I'm, oh man, my heart really started beating. I don't watch the Apollo, and I know how folks can get, so, but everything had went good, but that what really started me, wanting to become a Christian rapper, also too, to see the young people, grow spiritually. I'm tired of seeing young people go to prison for the wrong thing. I'm tired of seeing young people join gangs. I'm tired of seeing young people get on drugs. Yeah. I'm tired of all that. And so that's why I'm giving my voice. We don't get paid a whole lot of money, hardly no money to do what we do. Right. But what I'm saying, we know that when we get up in front of those young people, what I'm saying, it's letting them know it's cool to represent Christ. It's cool to serve Christ. Yes. And so that's one of my main reasons, what I'm saying, too, is what I'm saying, let the young people know, black and white, but especially my black ones, what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to join gangs. You ain't got to do all that street stuff, what I'm saying? It's cool to serve God, what I'm saying? So get in the church, what I'm saying, and make a better life for yourself. I mean, because out here, it's like, the devil's at work, and so that was one of my reasons for becoming a Christian rapper, to see more young people succeed in life, to better themselves, and stay out of jail and prison, and, what I'm saying, I mean, get married before you have sex. I mean, all that. That was stuff we was taught coming up and everything. So, I want to instill those same values into other young people.
What would you tell a young person who's trying to get into a Christian rap how to succeed?
I would say success is your definition of success. Whatever goals that you have and dreams that you have and that you want to achieve, that's your success. Don't let somebody define your success. And I would say always, as I said earlier, keep God first. Let that be your focus point. Is to keep God first and define your own success.
Yeah, I got to piggyback off Young D's success is really in your eyes.
That's right.
It's really in your eyes. I mean, because some people say, well, long as we've been doing it, we should be further along. We should have a record deal by now. Why you ain't in New York, or why you ain't, but I'm grateful for what God gave us.
That's right.
That's right. And so the only way to succeed, I would say, is, like he said, keep God first, and know that, to me, and, the way I feel is faith, Fate. Yeah. Everybody gonna have a different faith when it comes, especially with music, and everybody not gonna have record deals. They're not gonna, do those kind of things where like they have a tour, national tour, or travel worldwide. So just be happy for what you're doing, to be able to inspire a soul to come to Christ. So that's the way I think you can succeed, is just you know, as long as you inspiring people, you succeeding, you know. I mean, that's our main goal anyway, you know what I'm saying, to get people saved, inspire them to live a life of Christ, you know, so that's success to me.
All right. Anything you want to tell your viewers before we go?
Keep the Lord first. Follow the word. We love y'all. We thank y'all for all of the support over the years and all of that. So we thank you. You know, continue to listen out for us on our Church Boys show. You know, it is an online radio as well. So you know,
That's right.
so.
Also, just piggybacking off J2, you know, we want to thank y'all just for the churches inviting us out, and you know, just gonna continue to invite us out into our fans and buying the albums. And Bow Wow, he had a song back in the day, so I want to thank you. And me and J2W, we had done our own version of the song, and so I believe they can hear it on Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation. So everybody out there that support us, that's gonna support us in the future, you know, go and hear that song on Reverb Nation. I want to thank you, you know, because we love y'all, and that's why we did the song for y'all.
Peace.
Can't nobody do you like he do, and can't nobody give you like he give, and can't nobody bless you like he can, and I'm talking about JSUS, man. Can't nobody do you like he do, and can't nobody give you like he give, and can't nobody bless you like he can, and I'm talking about
JSUS, man.
Hold up, wait a minute, he paid the price. God's son, Jesus Christ, he gave his life. Let me tell you about his goodness, he'll lead you right. My Lord and Savior gave a blind man sight, spoke to the dead and gave Lazarus life. Died for the people who was naughty and nice, fed over 1,000 just looking to the sky, with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Just to be exact, 5,000 got fed. Can't nobody do you like he do, and can't nobody give you like he give, and can't nobody bless you like he can, and I'm talking about JSUS, man. Can't nobody do you like he do, and can't nobody give you like he give.